Hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Settlers League 3.25. They just actually put out a patch 3.25.1 where they updated and nerfed T17s and all this stuff. Huge patch, but I wanted to do a build update for this video. So to get it started, first thing, I had my level 33 zombies, and we had just done the 100% suppress in the last video. So then I wasn't dying anymore on my T16s, running all the mods, running all the altars. I got to 100 through just mapping, and then what I decided was I'm not dying anymore when I'm running T16s. I wasn't dying through the mapping of clicking the altars and the doing all the map mods. So then I was like, I want more damage, and one of the ways I wanted to do it was to get this zombie from 33 to 34. So I wanted an extra level through the Ami, so I was using an Ulnatel's Vow with an Empower, so it was a +3. And I wanted a +4 before. I tried to do this myself with the Reflecting Mist, but it's pretty hard. It's like a 1 in 5 just to get the multiplier. And then anyways, so I ended up buying a +4 focus Ami that somebody reflected, and it was 40 deep. I then went and I saw a +4 with +4 minimum endurance, and so they hit 2 positive. And then I'm like, wait, so I paid 40D for the +4, and I thought that was good. I ended up selling that +4 for 64, so I made 24, and then I bought this one for 80. Which, like, I thought, well, if I paid 40 for just 1 positive, 80 for 2 positive is ridiculous. So it was. This is amazing, by the way, because I get the minimum endurance. I always have the 4 endurance, and I can take the extra note on the tree for the max endurance, so I have the 4, and then I don't need the perfect Warlord Spectre. So the perfect Warlord Spectre was that Warcry who got endurance charges, who would then give it to share it with nearby allies. So all of us would get 3 endurance charges. But the thing was, it was inconsistent. It wasn't always up, because if he didn't do it near you, then you don't have it, and it would go down. And this, I just have it, and it's consistent, and then I get a whole extra Spectre. So in my Spectre, I replaced it with perfect Forest Warrior instead of the perfect Warlord, and the perfect Forest Warrior is nearby allies have onslaught. That's really cool. And then the other main reason I used him is he's actually culling strike. So this dude, I don't need to run Culling Strike, and then I was able to run, I actually dropped Cast on Death Portal, because if I'm not dying, I don't need it. It's that whole, like, I'm not dying thing. So now I put Phase Run with Automation. Automation they added last season, I believe. So you can automate Phase Run, well, instant abilities, and then so my phase run was auto, and then I added more duration support. So it lasts 2.68, has a cooldown of 3.25, so it's not permanently up, but I don't need it for the phasing anyways. I have the phasing Watcher's Eye. This is extra move speed and the extra stealth. And the main reason I did this is in the mapping, one of the things that was getting me close to getting killed or would get me killed would be when I'd have frenzy charges from the Carnage Chieftain monkeys, and then I would pick the Eldritch Altar that makes me have reduced defenses per frenzy charge. I would basically delete all of my armor, all my evasion, and my ES, unless I deleted the frenzy charges, and phase run consumes your frenzy charges to increase the duration, so you can get the 100% uptime while also being a benefit of removing the charges that are giving you debuffs because of the altars. We're not using the frenzy charges personally anyways besides this, so it's really, really, really good. Yeah, and then I even got the boot mod, increase cooldown recovery rate of travel skills to get that cooldown lower. And like I say, you don't need it 100% up, especially those map mods that will screw up the cooldown anyways, and how long the buff lasts on you. So it's pretty hard to keep it up all the time anyways, and it's mostly for, like I say, the move speed and removing the the frenzy charges, and then we just accept the downside of having endurance charges because the upside is huge with the physical and LE damage reduction for the endurance charges. Actually massive. So like it's the Ami and then the Spectre and then being able to run phase run. And so this phase run setup, it doesn't work in your hideout, but it's like super sick because, well, I'll show 54, 151, 181. It's like you can go pretty fast. It's really sick. And this Ami is really hard to make yourself. To put into perspective, to get the 2x multiplier on the reflecting mist, it's like you have to do the reflecting mist 5 times. To explain, this thingy is a 1.5 times multiplier to a 2.1 times. So when you do the math, it's 23% chance to get 2 times or higher. So it's basically like 5 tries to get a 2 times or higher. And the reason you need the 2 times is because you're multiplying the +1 skill to a 2. If not, it doesn't reach 2 and it doesn't reach 4 when it gets the extra 100%. It's huge. So it's very expensive to make it yourself. Technically getting just the +4 is not too bad because it should just be those 5 attempts and you should be able to get it. But then you're crafting basically 5 focus dammies with +1 and trying to annul an open suffix, and then you're hitting a reflecting, like it's crazy, okay? Because then also when you craft the focus ammy, you can't use alterations. You have to use like some sort of chaos reforge. It's crazy. So then I also did this wand. It's just the 4 socket resonator because it's above item level 82. Because of the T1 minion damage, it's 84. So I had 109 minion damage on a convoking wand, and I fractured it. And then I did the 4 socket resonator. So just to refresh, 1 in 12, and I did 4 socket, shuddering, metallic, jagged, corroded. It took me way more, but whatever. I got unlucky, and then I got my +2. I hit the crit multi, hit attack speed 11%, annulled the attack speed, and crafted attack speed back. Easy. So upgraded the wand at the same time with the, well, after the Ami, and it's because more damage. So basically I had like 59, and then I gained the thing, so I went up to 109, gained like 50, plus the like 6 from the implicit or the enchant. So I gained quite a bit of minion damage, and we're up to 768, and that's with only using one of the points on the timeless jewel. I have 1 slumlord. I'm not using the other one because I anointed this inveterate for that 100% suppress thing. Super sick though. And then yeah, we hit 100, and I put the point into my large cluster that's well rolled because it's so disgusting, and then it helps with the resistances as well. I could put more points in this one, but I didn't roll it as well. And I could also take this life mana, this life node. I still have some nice nodes. And there was I'm at 102 suppress. If I get 6 more, which I can, then I could lose this node for the 8% and take either the prevent or some extra life, technically, which is super sick. But I decided, since I'm already not dying, the difference of just a little bit of extra life won't really make a big deal right now for what I was currently doing, because I'm just fast mapping. I'm doing the fast Atlas on my stream. I've just been farming this. I thought about making a vid about it, basically how I farmed 6 Hinakora's locks pretty fast, because it's basically like a mage blood. I was gonna make a whole thing of how I farmed basically a mage blood, but the currency exchange is really useful for that. And this Atlas is sick because basically it's just fast maps. You get the fast sulfite, go faster, 45 move speed. You got the shrines, go fast and be tankier. Map sustain. Scarabs, the good Scarab drops are really sick. The altars I've hit Divine Altar 4 times. I've hit 2 apothecaries. And then my Scarabs are just well, it's changed now. This patch changed shit. So I was using 3 sack frags, a domination, and then one of these plenties, but they changed the plenty. This used to be that it would change 3 packs in my map to be purple, and then they would spawn these purple books on death, and they would drop div cards. They now add 3 packs, so they might be more expensive, but it's basically the same thing. So, but you get more monsters in your map now instead of it being changed, so that's good. But technically this might be worth more where people buy them and then they're more expensive. So I don't know the price, but this is what I was running before the patch. Yeah, and then yeah, I've just been Jungle Valley, Scryed to Apothecary, from Defile Cathedral. I hit 2 of them already. It's super sick. Yeah, this Atlas is sick. And then I'm probably gonna give a whole like currency exchange thing and a couple other thing like walkthroughs, but my only other thing that I really wanted to go over was the town. So basically, I maxed out the town. Upgrading all the shit was really good. Not wasting your gold in the beginning and just upgrading the stuff, especially the mining, so that you start getting gold for your mining resources. Okay, so then the other thing is, now that I upgrade the town and I have my workers, I have 3 million extra gold, and my town has 300k, and then my resources are crazy. Dust, the farm things I still need to farm. That's what I leave running. The farm's just getting all the resources. And then I've only basically been shipping and mapping. So shipping, I've just been meeting the favored resources, and honestly, I've gotten a lot of divines, like over 20. I have all the clips I could post. It's like not really too big of a deal, but because I think people will take my word for it that yeah, I've just been doing the favored resources, and then basically what I've done is, so let's say you see a corn pumpkin, I would prefer to send this one over one that required my orichalcum, because I'm pretty low on orichalcum, so now I'm being mindful of maybe not filling that one out until I have to. And the main reason is, let's say this is blocking me from getting a more favored resources of farm stuff to get multipliers. So that's the main reason I can send it here and get these multipliers, try to get more favored resources and get more value for my stuff I'm shipping. Like 120% on corn, holy shit. But then you have to have those other 2 things. So I'm good on all the bars except for orichalcum, because like 240,000 orichalcum, what the fuck is that, even divided by 5? Bro, that's too much. It's too much, man. Okay, it's fine though. Shipping's been really cool, and then I started mapping, and mapping's really cool. So I just put T16s, all can go. I don't even chisel them, and they have like a pretty high completion rate with only a 1% die rate, and they've only died once. And the loot's been okay. I got a diviner too, and some other cool stuff. But the main thing was you get to fight the bandits and get a shit ton of gold and power runes, and it's actually worth running these mappers. Just for the bandit encounters, to be honest. Big gold. Super fun. So that's where I go. Running your ships and running your mapping is super worth it after you've upgraded the town. And you might even make multiple characters if you play too much. Well, either way though, I wanted to update you on my upgrades of what I was doing with the build in the tree with what I was farming, because we farmed quite a bit. And then, like I say, the upgrades went for the extra level Ami, so I got the 34 zombie, get an extra zombie. Then my AG also went up to 182,000 HP. The min for endurance charges with the Spectre change to get the onslaught in the build and to get the permanent endurance charges. It's super sick. And then this Ami actually could still get another positive mod. This was -4 chaos, so technically also if it didn't have -4 chaos, the chaos golem would be 31. And at level 30 on the Chaos Golem gets 6% additional physical damage reduction, and then it has the Golem buff effect, so instead of 1% extra, it's like 2% extra physical damage reduction. It's actually pretty sick, but I figured that the 2 was less than the 16 you get from the 4 endurance charges, so it's fine. And that's why we did that. But Yeah, that -4 on the Ami technically has one downside. It's your Chaos Golem, but it was better than getting a -4 physical skill gems because it would minus my Stone Golem, and my Stone Golem has to tank the Guardian's Blessing, which technically it doesn't reduce the damage that it takes from the Guardian's Blessing, but if you reduce the levels of the Stone Golem, it would have less life overall, therefore being able to die to things more easily. So it wouldn't die more easily to the Guardian's Blessing, it would die more to things in general. Because the difference with the AG is he has the minion life. More life. It's actually huge. Yeah. Which technically the Gloam Ring made it also easier to tank the Guardian's Blessing, and people have mentioned that I could probably use a higher level Guardian's Blessing in my build, but then I don't want to mislead people and make them run a higher level one and then have their stuff die preemptively before they get to the point where they have the mediums and can make their Stone Golem tank it. And it's really just the difference of some extra aura effect on the haste. Won't be the end all be all. Either way. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys did enjoy this episode. And if you guys want the discussion on the currency exchange, hey, let me know. I'll give you a quick TLDR. When you look at this, the bottom one is people selling. So it shows that there's 346 of this oil at 2 to 1. So when somebody buys at 2 to 1, it's going to be like a random shuffle of who's actually sells at that rate. And if you really wanted to sell it, it'd be like 1 to 3, but then you're getting way less per, and then you could check the difference of trade and this, and then that's how you really would check the value of your stuff. And you can pretty much do this with any currency. And the funny part is you would think when you first think of this currency, but it's actually Scarabs as well. So enjoy the currency exchange. Let me know if you guys want a whole video on me going over on how you make tons of money with your stuff through like how you price check with the currency exchange. Either way, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you guys in today's stream.